Welcome to Sage Sisters. We are sisters, besties, moms, and co-founders having a fun catch-up on parenting and life. Hey, this is Ann.
What up, Ann? It's Kate. Happy to be here.
I'm ready to pod today.
Another week for the Sage Sisters coming in hot.
I know.
It's my topic, so I'll tease it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a ton of people reach out after our podcast about a low that I said, which was a new report on the mental health of mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about why they thought that was true, that they saw it and were also depressed about it. So I was like, I just thought, let's double click on it. I think it's worthy of a deeper discussion here.
Yeah.
Of sort of the state of motherhood in America.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get into that a little bit. But before we do that, why don't you start with your high?
My high this week is that we went to dinner for Phil's birthday, my husband, and he just wanted to do dinner this time. He didn't want anything too fussy, which I appreciate. It's kind of like what we want to do, minus the fact that I'm pushing for a huge trip for my 40th. I'm like, oh, we just want a little casual
40's
dinner.
40's different.
Anyways, we went to this new restaurant, for us at least, in Nashville, which was called Sushi by Bao. And it's bringing omakase style sushi, which is basically like allowing the chef to give you coursed meals, like pick your selections.
Okay.
Usually that is very expensive. It's like a very pricey meal. So we went to a 12-course meal where you kind of prepay ahead of time. But it's for the masses, I guess. It's like a more affordable style. Okay. So it is in the Dream Hotel in Nashville. So it's just fun to kind of get out of our bubble in Franklin and go downtown. This is sushi's like such, we love sushi. So it's like feels special. And it was like such a cool experience.
It sounds very sexy and dreamy too. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. There's something about date night at a sushi place that hits different.
Yeah. Well, and
did you guys get all dolled up and like do a whole thing?
And I'll toot my own horn that we've been the crushing solo dates lately.
Totally.
So like we did a solo date. We celebrated his birthday. We went to this experience. I love experiences. Mm-hmm. And of course, there are things that kind of freak me out. Like I didn't want to eat everything. I feel like I'm pretty advanced, but like some things are still a little too far for me. And like the raw fish egg world.
What's a step too far?
I don't love eggs. Like caviar, I can have a little bit of, I guess. It's just not a huge thing for me.
Just like all the fish roe. And
I don't like any of that stuff. And I know that there's like levels of like the roe is obviously super cheap versus you go all the way up to like very expensive. But like, not for me. And like anything in the eel world isn't for me. But I love
on texture alone.
Yeah. But this is like such good quality. Everything was so good. So anyways, it was a huge high. And I just like to do an experience.
Good for you guys. Also, on your next like goals check-in, I feel like you're going to be crushing the date goal
100%
because we reduced it to one a month. I feel like you're hitting way above quota.
Yeah, so like even if we didn't do any from here on out, we would have hit quota. And that's not obviously what we're going to try to do, but yeah, crushing it.
Now I wonder if you stack them, can you roll them? Worth thinking about.
I think that probably goes against what we're trying to accomplish, which is just time. But like in goal setting world, yeah, I totally could roll them and have hit that goal. So check the box on that. Move on.
Good for you guys. Yeah. And happy birthday, Phyllis. That's what I like to call him.
That's right. 44 and looking great. He is really been working hard in the gym and he looks good. And you know, him just going into 40 feeling good, which we've talked about, is like it's a good feeling. So.
Yeah, I do feel like, you know, you hit birthdays and you're like, okay, I got to prove something to myself.
Yeah.
And then it usually ends well.
Well, and we have this thing like the thirst traps. You know, we don't do social like that. I really dislike when people do social media to try to get like a look at me, I look great. But I'm like, you know, you can send me a text. I'll be, you know, you can do a thirst trap for me. So he sent a couple like, you know, posing pictures of his muscles.
I was like, how sexy are we going here?
No, just because he's like losing weight and he looks good. Like not like a sexed photo as much as it's just like, you know, I'm proud of you. You're working hard. You can see results.
Yeah. Awesome. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your high?
I'm so excited because this weekend we are going to our first Valkyries WNBA game.
Oh, cool.
Really cool.
Whole fam going?
Whole fam. So we all have our shirts ready.
Love.
I've been like coaching the rest of the family up on the players in the roster. This is, for those of you who don't know, the Bay Area NBA team, Golden State Warriors, acquired a WNBA license a couple years ago. Valkyries means female warrior in like Greek mythology or whatever. So the Valkyries are the women's warrior team.
Oh, that's cute.
They play at Chase Center. They've been selling out every game. So these games have, 20,000 people there. I also like the WNBA does such a good job like making it entertaining now.
Yeah.
Like way back yonder year when I played for a split second, it was like a bit snooze fest. Like there just wasn't the big dollar entertainment of it all. And now it's a whole experience. And truthfully, like you can't go to a Warriors game for less than thousands of dollars now with 4 people. It's so expensive.
That's crazy.
So I just love that the WNBA is like coming in. Like I feel like families are sort of filling that void with like, okay, we can go. We still get that big time experience, but it's a, fraction of the cost.
Well, we went to the WNBA game last year when we were out in New York together, and it was like the championship. And
that was 2 years ago, if you can believe it. But
oh no, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeek. Anyways, year and a half ago.
October 23.
Holy moly, that's a long time. Anyways, it was so fun. And you had celebrities there. You had Jason Sudeikis or whatever, however you say his name, and like a bunch of people. You had Ted there. You had everybody in like just like a lot of energy. Like they had an older elderly dance team, which made me die laughing.
They all do that. I love it.
Oh,
so
I'm obsessed.
The Warriors have one, I think, but they don't get much airtime above the Sexies. But the WNBA has the like old person dance team.
So fun. Like
geriatric dancing.
Yeah, geriatric dancing.
Maybe that's worse.
We were having so much fun.
They're so funny. Yeah, it's like that's what we want. We want joy.
So I love that. Love that for the WNBA. Love that for your family going. That's so fun.
I know. So I'm so proud of the league. I'm so proud of women's sports. I can't wait to take my family. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Love it.
Okay. We'll report back, but that's my high. What's your low?
My low is I'm still not over it. It's like just sitting with me in a way that's like, oh, I wish I could change it. So Lillian, my youngest, was playing on the phone. She likes to look at pictures sometimes. And so while we're just sitting somewhere next to me, she'll look at photos of herself.
On the shared album, the Apple shared album.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. We have a shared album for each kid. So each kid has it. All the families invited to it. So I don't like have to post on social media, but I can share photos with all of you, and some friends are on it and you can see the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been doing this their whole life. Every day. Like, I mean, any post, it's not, I guess, every day, but like I have been documenting their lives for the share drive since birth, since pregnancy. She deleted it.
What do you mean?
She was playing with the phone and I looked down and it's deleted. And now it's deleted on everybody's phone. And I went to the cloud on my Mac computer and I can see it, but it's not the same. Like I'm afraid I'm like looking at it and it's just like I can't share it again on the Mac computer. I can't figure out a way to get it back on my phone. So if anybody has any tips, let me know.
I'm skeptical. If it's on, I think you have a syncing issue, it sounds like.
I don't think so. It's maybe. I hope you're right. But I'm telling you, she deleted it from my phone. I can't figure out how to get it back. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to start over on her 3 years of albums.
That would be devastating. So I will help you because this feels like maybe a tech thing. And I will say, Apple effed up their photo app so badly with the new release. This is like several horrible UX decisions here in terms of how this app works. It's so annoying. But
I didn't even notice this has changed. It's just easier to delete.
Well, you know what I noticed? Because I almost deleted it because literally the only way to add photos is you click those 3 dots.
Yeah.
And then click add photo and below it is delete album. It would be so easy to do. So I guarantee that's what she did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who did this? This is like the one thing I do all the time is right next to like Kill It Forever. Like,
I mean, and there's no way to get it back. I was Googling a lot of like, how do you get it back on your phone? How do you get it back on the phone? And like, they're like, it's gone forever. And luckily that I
don't believe that yet, but I will.
Well,
I will do my
help me do some research because I was like devastated about it. And it was one of those things where you're like,
I'm
oh,
devastated
like
for you.
there's a lot of things that are worse in this life. This is not a big deal. But like, golly, that stinks.
No, your photos is a big one.
Yeah.
And it's like they are on your phone, but like to recompile it with the comments and the
there'll be no comments. So I'm gonna have to go back for 3 years and just add photos and no comments, and then like maybe try to fill some in. But no,
even
I mean,
still, like that camera rolls unruly. Like that would take
it will take
and
forever.
hours.
It's really something I don't want to do. So if you could help me figure it out, that would be wonderful. But I'm not hopeful that it's possible.
There is like some special hell though, where like a tech problem comes up and you're just like, oh, it's not working. I can't tell if it's a bug on my end, your end, if I'm not doing something right. It's like, that's a special hell.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. That is a headache beyond measure.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll move on. What's your low?
Okay, that one felt meaty and mine feels like very trivial, but I don't have any good shows to watch anymore. Aww. Like I was really into I went through 4 seasons. Survivor's over. Mm-hmm. We got Top Chef's over. We got Amazing Race is over. Like all the shows that I was into with my family in particular, like I think we had like a good routine going where, a night a week.
Yeah.
We'd have a family night and we'd watch a show. So maybe specifically that slot, I'm like, what now?
Yeah.
Like, and it doesn't feel quite the same to go watch old seasons.
No. I mean, you can do that, especially with like an Amazing Race or something with the kids. You don't know the difference if you haven't seen it. Like, but I agree. I hate, like, that's part of the low of summers. Like, yeah, I love being outside more and doing things, blah, blah, blah. But I want to watch shows.
It's like a sage parrot would.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I really do dislike when like there's a lull in Bravo shows or there's a low in something that's like a guilty
so we're
pleasure.
Like in the gap. Mm-hmm. I also like loved, I think you recommended Queer Eye and I didn't realize the new season dropped. So like I had ripped through that and what a delight, it's like
the best. It's a feel good, like love a makeover story, love the backstories of the people they have. Everyone is heart wrenching. It's like, oh golly, it's great.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, if somebody has a good family show that they're watching right now or one I haven't seen, like send that our way because I need to fill this gap.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good one.
Cool. All right.
Topic. Your topic, which you teased already.
I teased already. So maybe just to open the stage, as opposed to like going through like all the stats, yada, yada, yada. I think people get it. Like,
I don't think you said that the just title of it was 64% of mothers are experiencing a mental health decline. Not necessarily the dads, but the moms were over the last like couple years.
And this is a big survey. So this was from the journal JAMA, Journal of American Medicine. I'm missing one A there somewhere, but they interviewed almost 200,000 parents. And they did it for a long time. So they had a data point from 2016 and are looking from like 2016 to 2023. How we doing? And the how we doing there is not looking good. Yeah. And I think it doesn't go into like why necessarily or like offer solutions. So I think there's an opportunity for discussion of like what's going on. And, I was thinking how much of this was just COVID changed a lot of things. And now we still have sort of the trickle from that. How much of it is.
That was 3 years past. So it does feel like it's showing a full, like it actually to me doesn't feel like it's just taking the snippet right after COVID. It's continuing
2021
on.
would have been something.
Right. So it's like, it is really showing a decline. And from 16 to now, I think that gives you enough data, or 2023, I guess, when they ended the study. But I'm not surprised. And when I read that title, it resonated with me.
Does that sound right, though? It feels high. 64%.
It feels high. That's why I think it stopped me in my tracks.
Increase in poor mental health.
So when I go out with even my girlfriends, everyone is struggling with something. It can be different. But like there's a lot of people struggling with different things at different times. And that's not new. It does feel like maybe people are I think this is a positive of it. I do feel like people are feeling a little bit more comfortable to talk about their mental health to bring it up even. They're not like hiding. They're not saying like struggling behind the scenes and saying they're fine. I do think that the culture of bringing up mental health in that way is positive because people are talking about it.
Right.
But there's still this thing that's happening where people are, feeling like they're not doing something right. They're failing because of things they're seeing out there that aren't realistic, or the change is not happening of like the fix, right? Like people are still struggling. Like that's a really bad sign. But I do think people are talking about it more, which is maybe why it feels like higher than usual.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
No report is perfect. And this is definitely like self-reported survey data. So I definitely think there's a component of like, are more people comfortable saying something that was already there?
Mm-hmm.
My gut, just like from talking to a lot of people though, is like objectively not just more people comfortable, but I actually do think there's been a decline.
Yeah.
And I like am going into what's going on. And some of the things like culturally have been around for a long time. And like I've been outspoken on this before, but like a country without good paid maternity leave just does not set moms up for success from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And it just like to me is like a culture with a lack of respect for what moms go through and what they give up and what they sacrifice and all of that. But that doesn't explain, because that was true in 2016 and it's still true today. But I truly like hope in our lifetime we can band together and like get that wrong righted, because that is just, it just is not right.
Yeah, you hear other countries' maternity leaves being a year long average, and that is just normal. Like the normalcy of that sounds so refreshing, because we're pushing, you're lucky to get 3 months paid, and then some people, that's real lucky. It's usually 12 weeks, or 8 to 12 weeks is the average. And then you talk about
moms don't have any. Right. I mean, what we would push for at a federal level is like 8 to 12 weeks, probably 8, because of just the funding. It's like we're pushing for 8 weeks post birth.
That's crazy. That is
that's crazy. That's what we don't offer that. But can you imagine the mental health of someone who has to go back to work a couple weeks after birth?
No, it's crazy. Like it's absolutely crazy. It's hard to go back after 3 months. It's hard to go back after 4 months. It's hard to go back in general. Like your life completely changes, and it's just really hard, not just like leaving the baby and having that like separation anxiety, which is so real. But then you talk about just, I don't know, your focus is different too. It's like, your whole body, everything your body does is amazing. It's like you create milk, you do all these things because just like the nature of having a baby, all these things naturally happen. And then you're asked to still do normal life. It's just crazy to me that your body's recovering. Your body's doing all these things to protect this baby, to nurture this baby. Yeah. And you're like ripped back into just like, oh, no, never mind. You got to go to work. You got to leave this baby. It's crazy.
And, society puts an emphasis on trying to breastfeed, and like pumping at work is its own sweet hell. It's like, I don't know.
Pumping's the worst. It's like breastfeeding is not easy for a lot of people. And then you talk about just pumping and not even having that like next to your baby moment. It's like the worst.
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't know. I think that there's a lot around that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I think there's a lot around that, but I also go back to just the pressure society puts on females. It's like this bounce back. Oh, you got to get your body back. You got to go to work. You got to, just be happy all the time. You have to, you're not sleeping, but pull it together. You got to do, it's just like this pressure that females feel is insanity.
I do feel like one positive thing is like, I think society and like a lot of people are taking postpartum much more seriously and like treating that as the serious issue it is. So like, I do think maybe that's gotten better.
I still think there's a lot of parents out there, or moms specifically, hiding that, are feeling shame around that. But I do agree that there's been a little cultural shift where people are talking about it more. It's actually becoming a thing that is like, it's normalizing it because of a lot. Yeah, exactly.
And then we got to talk about the other one that like just boils my blood is like childcare.
The
cost of childcare, like the math don't math for so many families with childcare. And then it puts moms in the worst position to decide, am I basically going to work full time to pay for childcare? Pretty much that's it. Or am I going to step out of the workforce to take care of my kids, but then take a huge sacrifice in terms of earning potential or going back into the workforce or like all the things.
Your own
and
personal goals. And that's not even talking about single moms. Like that's not talking about single parents either, where it's just not even an option. It's not an option.
Totally. So just like that, the cost of childcare and the lack of access to it, and like,
we're not being
painful.
Set up
it's so success. Painful. And like, part of me is like, well, no crap, mental health's bad because moms don't have enough support and childcare, and many of them are still trying to work and trying to do it all. And it's like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Yeah. I also think too, let's talk about in general, just the normalizing pain around parenting. Get past all of that section of your life. Your kids are a little bit older. You're still struggling with a lot of day-to-day things. The kids are crazy. It's hard to get childcare. It's hard to get them to school. It's hard, like all the things, right? There's just a lot depending on what you're dealing with. It's just the things that parents are dealing with is not always easy. And yet you're asked to just talk about it all positively too. It's like, I think that there is a little bit of like, we got to normalize the pain and band together to say we're in this together and you're not alone, because parenting is hard at every stage.
Yeah. And like, Silicon Valley where I live out in the Bay Area, it's like, I do feel like there's been a shift in the last couple of years where it's like this bro-y tech culture feels like it's back in a really gross way, but it's like, we want you to go back to the office. We want you commuting hours a day to be here in real life because we don't trust you to work hard remotely is sort of like the underlying current there. Yeah. And it's like, that is so freaking hard for parents who need that flexibility to like somehow pull a rabbit out of a hat here. But without that, it's like, no, you're going back to the office. Like it really doesn't work. And I know so many parents are like changing jobs and like trying to scramble because that demand to go back to the office.
Yeah.
3 days a week, 5 days a week, like whatever it is a huge quality of life hit.
Yeah.
Huge. And it's not because they weren't working. Like, I cannot stand that narrative. Like, I'm just like, tell me you're an old white dude without telling me you're an old white dude. It's like, I don't think people will work hard unless I watch them. It's like, first of all, you're not even watching them in the office. Many of them are like clocking in, clocking out like bullshit. 2, such a lack of empathy for what's going on here. And like how in like creative parents get to like make it all work, but taking hours out of their day for commute.
And that's just talking about the jobs that allow for remote work. There's a lot of jobs that don't allow for remote work at all because they're in-person jobs that you have to do in person. Like, I just think that there's not enough grace for what parents have to deal with.
Yeah.
And the pressures and just everything being so expensive, all of the things is making this, it's draining for moms. It's really, you have to make a decision whether you work or not. You have guilt on whether you work or you don't work. There's guilt on both sides. There's pressures. This like, you got to look great, bounce back pressure, the unrealistic expectations that are set by looking at people on social media portraying parenting in this way.
Let's double tap on that one because this one hits on a couple dimensions for me. And I think one of the stats, maybe not from this JAMA one, but from another recent report was like, 54% of parents feel like gentle parenting content makes them feel like they're failing. That one really resonated with me because at least a lot of my feed is like all of this.
Yeah, that's a great
Dr. Becky content or whatever content talking about like how you should handle every situation. Like, oh, you shouldn't say that. Oh, you shouldn't say that. And it's like, oh God, it's like, damn it, it's hard enough without you kind of critiquing like word for word exactly how I say everything.
I agree. I don't mind some tips here and now. Again, I don't love a ton of like preachiness, but tips on how to handle things is fine. It's different when you are like nitpicking the every word. don't say this to your kids, say it this way. Like, it's kind of a joke, but like that's truly the content that people are consuming. And it makes you feel like, do I even know how to handle my own kids? Like, we kind of have to take a step back and say, just use common sense. Like, you can get tips from people. That is all good. You can read books on things because there's different situations that each kid gives you that are challenges. But like this whole pressure around you're doing everything wrong is just, it irks me too. It's just,
I
it's
know.
draining.
And I care so much that like we don't fall into that. Like I know we are preaching safe technology use for kids because it's a topic that we care deeply about. But like, how can we provide the research and the tips in a way that like doesn't come across as like you're doing it wrong?
Well, and I view us as a resource for parents and a tool. Like, we're coming up with a safer messaging app for kids that parents can choose to use if they want it, because it's just there. It doesn't exist. There is no safe messaging app out there right now that's doing what we're doing. And so like in my mind, we're trying to create other tools that are useful for the parent versus saying you're doing it wrong. And our approach has always been not abstinence on screen time and different things, but just trying to find the healthy balance that works for you and your family. And that is, I think, so strong because there is no guilt around do you use screens or not. There is no, like, it's just like, what's working for you, what's not. Let's try to get to a better place. And here's some tools that will help you. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and like talk about not setting parents up for success. Like the apps that kids use the most are designed for addiction.
Yeah.
And I am looking at you, YouTube. I'm looking at you, Roblox. I'm looking at you, Minecraft. It's like the ones that they want to spend the most time on literally are like a parent's worst nightmare because the kids get trapped. They don't want to get off of them. It's like, this is not moderate, good for them content. No, but it's like, I get really angry at like these supposed apps for kids that use every trick in the book to get ad dollars out of kids. Like that you don't have their best interest at heart at all. Like you do not have the right incentives to really be an ally for parents.
No, I mean,
honestly, you're not even like, you put lipstick on the pig and say that, oh, we have a new teen policy. It's like, you're so full of shit. That nothing in that teen policy sets parents up for success. Nothing in your kid policy.
Right.
Like, you want to do it, quit advertising to them and quit building the addiction into your products. Like when you do that, I'll take you seriously.
Yeah, I agree. There's a real issue here.
I'll stop on that. I could go for days.
I know. And I think it's just, we're in this together is the sentiment here. And please talk to people in your village, even if it's a small village, please talk to people because that is going to help you through it. And I think we could kind of pivot to more like, what can we do to help mental health? Like, what are things that you're doing to kind of better your own mental health as a parent? And maybe just, I think that would be nice because I always get, like, I love hearing what you're doing and like getting some like ideas because you're not alone. We're all in this. We're all doing this.
Well, speaking of the alone comment, which I think is a great one, like, I think parents, one of the stats was like, they feel lonely. And I do blame social media for this to some extent because it's like fake connection, oh, we're so connected and we're sharing all these pictures and like, but really, Mark Zuckerberg in a recent Senate hearing admitted that Facebook only has 10% of the content is actually pictures of friends. It's complete entertainment.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. It's fake connection. It's not real connection. So like, what can we do? One, you got to find a mom tribe somehow, some way. Like, and I know sometimes people's families are right nearby and can also serve that like super supportive role.
Right.
And we don't have family nearby out here that really plays that role. So I think for me, the mom tribe is like even more important.
Even just one person. It doesn't have to be. I can't
imagine going through motherhood without that.
I agree. And like, it just looks different too. Like we talk about this. I have some lifelong friends who I've been friends with forever. And some of us are at different stages in life or different locations in the country. And it's really hard to maintain those friendships. However, giving each other grace because we're so busy every day. Like, I'm not going to get mad at you for not checking in with me all the time. But when we do talk, let's be together and like support each other. I think that's key. And then finding what your current village is in the moment. So like, if you're, our lifestyle, we talk about it as like some of my best friends are my neighbors, and it's because I love them and we truly get along. And also it's convenient. It's like, let's go outside on a Friday night and sit and hang out, right? Like, let's do these things because like it's where we are in life. The parents of your, kids' school friends, like the sports teams, parents, like wherever your life is taking you, you can hopefully find a connection with somebody to kind of get that like camaraderie a little bit.
And to me, it's like two things. It definitely is the emotional support, right? And I think that's kind of what you're speaking of. That's the Fridays in the driveway. That's the how you doings. That's the, and then there's the logistics side of this, which for me right now in my here and now is like even more important almost, which is like, hey, I cannot figure out how to get Calvin from X, Y, and Z on Monday.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you could take him with you? Or like, I have a group of moms. We don't want to go to all these birthday parties. They're super boring. But kids at 6.5 are not ready quite for, full drop off all the time, depending on the party. So it's like, hey, one of us is going to take 3 or 4 kids. And then I only have to go to 1/4 of the parties. Yeah. I'll watch 4 kids instead of 1.
Yeah.
But like logistically, taking things off my plate logistically, critical. I can't even fathom doing this without that.
Honestly, I don't do it well. I think this is a good moment for me to say, like, I do think I could rely on more people. I think in that moment, Phil and I try to do everything ourselves.
Right.
With the exception of we have one family that kind of like we'll go to. And it's hard for us to ask for help sometimes. And I do think, normalizing that would be nice, and we'll reciprocate. It's just sometimes you get stuck in like, okay, we've got this, and this just with your significant other, and you don't think about the outside people.
Yeah, that has been huge for us.
And we don't have family here. Like, that's the big thing. We're closer to family, but we don't have family here. So
and then it just
really
feels
hard.
like, oh my God, how am I even going to pull this off? And like, how do you, I was trying to think, like, how do you get it started? I do think just bringing up, hey, would you want to share? Are you open to that? Does that sound good? Like, are you, and again, feel free to say no if you want to go to every birthday party, but like, would you want to share that? Or play dates. Like, I'll take them on this day, you take them on this day.
Yeah, right.
Or just setting up like, hey, if you ever need me to pick up your son when I'm picking up so-and-so, I'm happy to do that for you. And like, almost like offer as a way to like open that door.
Right. Then it'll naturally come back. Yeah, I think that's a great one. I don't know. I just go back to thinking about what's good for your own health too. And it's like, we've joked about hobbies, and it doesn't have to be a big hobby, but just doing something for yourself is so like important. Showering. Like, showering, exactly. Still a hobby. But it's just like, you have to do some things for yourself, and it's not a bad thing. And I like, especially during the summertime, Phil and I always do a little bit more communicating of scheduling just because there's a lot going on. But it's like, I also think we're trying to get to a better place of saying like, look, this is not my patient day. I'm really struggling today. Like, and pick up the slack for the other person. And it's like, I can see when he's getting tense and when he's overwhelmed, and it could be because his work is too much and the kids are driving him nuts or whatever. But it's like, trying to step up for your significant other too is so important. Yeah. And like, talk about what you need. Because I don't think as females, we're comfortable enough bringing up like sometimes I'm a martyr. It's like, I should also bring up like, hey, I need this. And, every single time I've asked for something, Phil is always like, yes, of course. Like, it's just really about talking about it.
One video that did stick with me that I feel like I've incorporated to some extent is like, did you ever see that Brene Brown video where she's like, how she talks to her husband is like, hey, where are you at today on a scale of like 1 to 100? And he's kind of like, oh, I'm drained. I had a hard day at work. I feel like I'm at like 65 or whatever. Where are you at? And it's like, or maybe they each have 50. I can't remember exactly how the measurements work. Maybe we'll link it, and like, this will do a better job than me trying to do it. But it was basically like this check-in with your spouse about like how much energy you have left in the tank.
Yeah.
And if both of you are low, you change the plans.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't take the kid to practice, which I know, it's got its own things, but it's like, maybe you don't cook dinner that night. Maybe but like checking in and being realistic about like how much energy is in the tank, because I know for me, I can just like power through, push through. Like, I have low energy. Chris has low energy. Okay, I'm going to power this through. And like that will put me towards the exhaustion point.
Yeah, a bad headspace for sure. Yeah.
And then that's when I'm also like, snappier and all the things. It's like there's not enough gas to be patient and thoughtful and like thinking creatively about things. It's like that's when I feel like parents go screen time, fast food.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't have enough in the tank.
I like that concept. I worry a little bit it's going to be like, comparing the bad. How bad are you? How bad am I? I win today. Like it's a little like I don't want to get into that habit, but I like the idea of just communicating because it's just like, or just being aware of the like what the other one is going through too.
Yeah.
And not being afraid to like say, hey, I need a beat. Like I need a moment.
I also have learned in my marriage, I just need to ask for what I actually need.
That's it. Communicate because they are not going to read you.
No, love you, Chris. But like, I wouldn't say he's like reading the tea leaves to be like, oh, yeah, I saw your body language shift. And like, do you want me to do X, Y, and Z?
I will put my foot on Phil's face looking for a foot massage and he won't know what I'm asking for.
So I have gotten better at like not hoping for that. And just being like, hey, do you mind doing swim tonight? Hey, do you mind doing X, Y, and Z? Like, hey, I don't have enough in the tank for dinner. If you don't either, we got to come up with something, but it's not going to be me.
Totally.
Like I have to ask for the thing.
I think that's right though. Communicate because I do feel like toot my own horn. I can read people very well. So I can sense when something's going on, but not everybody can do that. And it's so important to communicate because it is not like to your point, like, if you just need something and you say it most of the time, it's there. And like the support is there. It's just about asking. It's just about talking and like really thinking about what will help you and your needs for sure. And also like have a little fun. Like make sure you plan some fun in your life somewhere, no matter what that fun is to you. If that fun is sitting by yourself reading a book in a room, great, plan it out. Like if that fun is going out with friends, great. If it's just
and that's the like take care of yourself piece.
Take care of yourself. It's like we really do need to do a better job of taking care of ourselves.
Don't burn it so hard. Like don't let it get to that place. Like, and I think that's like the perfectionism thing. That's the pressure of how motherhood looks on Instagram. That is the perception of what everybody else is doing that you need to sort of keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
And I think for moms in particular, it's like you feel like a failure if you're not hitting a really freaking high bar.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I would love for moms to both chive together more, lower the bar of their own expectations of like how perfect everything needs to be. It's a little bit like just enough, people, just enough.
Totally. I kind of laugh. I do think taking care of yourself is so important and like prioritizing sleep, drinking less, like making sure you're eating healthier, just for your own good, going for a walk, like just doing things is super important. But I'm not talking about the like, eat this amount of protein, those like things that it's like, you got to do this versus that, walk incline, don't run, like do the, and it's just like overwhelming to think about like the pressures of what people are trying to do from a health standpoint. I'm just talking about take care of yourself.
That video I sent you, I think Caitlin Murray had done one a while ago that was she did. Get your protein, da, da, da. Yeah. But there's a new one that's like a rap song.
Yes.
And this woman goes on for a really long time with like all the things that includes like, get your supplements, get your steps in, get your,
it's too much.
Oh my God. And like, as she goes on though, it's like, it becomes hilarious because it's just like the list is bananas.
Oh, and the contradicting too. Like you need cardio, but don't run too much. That's bad for you. You need to do this. You need to do that. Like it's hilarious. Yes, I totally agree. And like that is the part of social that brings me joy. Those reels that are relatable are so funny. Like that to me is like the good part of connecting on social where it's like, okay, I kind of feel like we're not alone because this is crazy and everybody's kind of establishing it by this one video and like liking it or whatever. But like, I do think that there is a little like take care of yourself in whatever way that is. But usually it's about prioritizing sleep and prioritizing you feeling good about yourself. Like, like don't forget that because you're a person too. You are a mom that's priority, but like you are a person too.
Yeah. One thing that concerns me is like I've had friends or like old colleagues who are younger, like in their 20s, who are like, I actually don't think I want to have kids. Like, it looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives me like a lot of weird feelings. Like,
well, this article is going to make those individuals consider this even more, which I agree though, because as hard as it is, and as much as we want to talk about the village and like, you're not alone, we're all in this together, there are challenges, parenting's hard. The greatest joy and moments that I love the most are from my kids. So like, I definitely like, if you don't want kids, choose that path. That's great. But don't do it just because society and social media is telling you it's too hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I do feel like, oh gosh, we're like almost being too, I don't want to say too honest.
Yeah.
And I think even like social media almost exaggerates it to a certain extent, or just like maybe the 24/7 nature of the feed makes it perceived a certain way. But it's like, it's also the world's greatest joy. Totally. And
well, what's the fine line in your opinion of normalizing pain and being together with each other so you don't feel alone, but then also like showing the positive so that like, you know, that like all of parenting is not bad.
I know. I have to laugh. It's like, so in Japan, to me, it's like a pendulum swing, right? The birth rate went down so much in Japan. And I think the cited causes were like, they didn't have maternity leave, childcare was super expensive, the cost of living was just insane. And a lot of women went, nah. So the birth order dropped, which if your birth order drops for an economy, it's a nightmare. It's like everything will start shrinking over time. Like population decline is like the surefire way to like move your economy into like recession, depression era. So even now in the US, you're starting to hear people talk about like, oh, we need more births. We need birth order.
Yeah. We're talking about giving people money for births. Yeah.
Yeah. You're starting to see even like in the legislation. Now, Japan had to get to a place of declining birth until their government put in paid maternity leave. They just added paid childcare to try to get women to have kids. And I bet it will work. Like you set women up for success. They see a path where they can have what they want, which is in some cases motherhood, but in a way that doesn't feel like so damn exhausting. And I bet Japan's birth rate will start to climb now. I wonder if America is like reaching the fever pitch of the pendulum swing. And you are seeing like tax credits for kids and stuff. But I'm like, I want to just scream, you know, when it's like, I see a meme like, oh, we're going to put someone on space. And people are like, we want healthcare.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to build a golden dome. We want healthcare. Yeah. So not to take it too political, but it's like, what we need is more support for a pathway to motherhood that just doesn't look insane. And that includes maternity leave and childcare in my mind. And then maybe once we fix those things, maybe birth order will actually start to rise. So like maybe this is like going through its natural course.
Yeah.
And I think truthfully, I think we're at a tough point in the swing where the math doesn't math right now for a lot of people. The math doesn't math.
Well, and I just go back to find a village, whatever that is, in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And be there to support other females and actually support them. Don't judge them. And give everybody grace, including yourself, and focus on your own needs too.
And lower the bar.
Yeah.
Totally. Lower the bar.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Just
quit
take a
looking
breath.
at Instagram. All that is bullshit.
Yeah, totally.
You don't need a supplement. You don't need a 4:30 a.m. morning routine. Like, get some sleep. Love your kids hard.
Do the best you can.
I even think like the nutbag sports of it all is like contributing to like the intensity of what motherhood looks like. It's like chill out on that and have a weekend at home where you can recharge your batteries so that you don't go into the next week on zero.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all
the things.
It's all the things.
Yeah.
It's all the things.
It's all of our topics we've ever talked about on this podcast combined.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And even like, I think of Sage Haven and it's like the kid mental health crisis. Really the research around kids' mental health crystallized between 2020 and 2023. Report after report after report after report all over the world came out showing how poor kids' mental health, and this is not even COVID. This is data from the 2010s, right? So it's like just the research crystallized. And really it became hard to refute that like the kids are not doing well, and it's correlated or directly linked, caused by too much screen time, not enough independence, not enough time outside, yada 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 yada, all the things. Then came the movement. Then you got anxious generation. Then you got wait until eighth, moms against media addiction, all these wonderful like activated parents going, wait a second, that is messed up. And now you're going to see a bunch of solutions. We're going to be one of many, I think, that come out and try to like actually offer alternatives to parents who want something different.
Right.
And I wonder if we'll see that, maybe that came a little bit first. Now you're seeing the research on how much moms are struggling, right? We're at that moment from 2020 to 2023 right now on moms are having a hard time.
So solutions are coming our way.
I bet so.
Yeah.
And I think solutions hopefully will come somewhat from government. Like we need more support for X, Y, and Z. But you also might get some very creative private solutions for parents. And I'm not just talking about apps. I'm talking about things that make it easier to find your mom tribe. Or I'm talking about like maybe a push to more in real life like culture. Maybe collectively we just go, yeah, that didn't work, and we're going to cool it on kids sports, and we're going to like move back towards kids playing in cul-de-sacs. Like, I don't know exactly what it looks like, and it could be like a litany of even like physical spaces. Like I'm talking to a friend who wants to open up a place for families and preteens and teens in San Francisco, because she's like, there's just nowhere for them to hang out. And I'm like, maybe these spaces will be part of it. I don't know, but I'm excited, and I am an optimist. But I think we're in a tough part of the pendulum swing here for parenthood. But I am optimistic it will swing back.
Yeah. Well, I think it's hang in there, work together, and yeah, you're not alone.
Fight that good fight. You are not alone. All right, cool. So let's move into obsessions. What do you got?
My obsession is this grill pan. Summertime, I've talked about grilling a lot. I love it. There's a pan specifically for the grill that looks almost like a metal, like with holes at the bottom, like a metal sheet, cookie sheet with holes in the bottom.
Is it a cookie sheet, or it comes up on the edges?
It comes up on the edges, but it's kind of like a cookie sheet with edges with holes on the bottom.
Yeah.
I will link it. It is great because you can put all kinds of different veggies on there. You can do fish. You can do different things that don't go directly on the grill. Anything that you wouldn't put directly on the grill because it would stick or fall through the grates, put on this pan.
What are you grilling? I need some inspo. What kind of, are you doing veggies? Are you doing?
My favorite thing is zucchini, squash, red onion together with a little olive oil and seasoning. It's so good. Bring
that back. I forgot. Yeah, that's a total summer winner.
It's a Cindy, our mom, kind of special. She used to do this a lot, but I love that one. And then it just gets you going. It's like you can grill corn on the cob. You can grill anything you want, but any different veggies on the grill just tastes better. And
what are you doing? Are you doing any fish on the grill? Because I have aspirations to eat more fish, but I kind of haven't figured out how to cook them.
I got to be honest with you. It's not my favorite way to cook fish. I like it in different ways, but I have done where I put it. Yeah, I'm just more of a baker. You can kind of saute it like on a frying pan and then put it and then bake it. But I have done it where I put it in one of those like wax paper.
Yeah.
And put it on this thing, and you can put some seasonings or lemon on top of it and let it grill. And it is good. It's really good. It's just not quite something I'm doing all the time, but I will say that there are good fish grill recipes out there for sure. This thing in particular, I'm doing way more veggies on it than anything else.
Yeah, I love corn on the cob. Not the healthiest of veggies probably, but whatever, round up.
Yeah, you can do potatoes on this thing. You can do sweet potatoes. I
haven't even thought. Of course, potatoes. That'd be yummy.
Yeah, so it's a win over here. And to be honest with you, I feel like in the summer we are more of a repetitive eat. We eat a lot of the same things because we like the grill. So we eat a lot of the same different types of veggies and just rotate them.
Sounds good to me.
So
maybe we were like in the same headspace. My obsession is also like summer food.
Oh, what's your obsession?
We had some cantaloupes, and I had just ChatGPT'd like recipes with cantaloupes.
Okay.
And it spit out a really easy salad, like just arugula, cantaloupe, prosciutto, Mott's balls, little olive oil, little vinaigrette, little mint. And I think I mentioned I've gotten some like fancier vinaigrettes that I've been putting in my sparkling water.
Yes.
But they're also great on salads and stuff. And that's adding a little something extra. But it's like my idea of cooking is 6 things that are already ready and putting them together. It requires no work.
Yeah. I like that.
And even the scoop, you convinced me to get the cantaloupe scoop.
What do you think? I love the scoop.
Yeah, it's compelling.
Yeah.
But scooping cantaloupe is easy. I don't know what I had in my mind.
Oh, it's like so easy. It's just as easy as cutting it. It's like,
that's the thing. Yeah. It's just, I had this thing. I was like, oh, that's going to be somehow tedious. And then I did it the first time and I like laughed at myself. I was like, that was literally the easiest thing ever.
We love a good watermelon ball with some feta and like mint as well.
Same energy. I bet actually like any melon probably on there. The prosciutto also makes it feel like more of a full meal.
I like that.
Like you can just have that, like tons of fruit, tons of prosciutto, tons of lettuce. Great.
Well, let's link the recipe because I want to make that too. I have not made that cantaloupe one. So
that's
good call.
That's the beauty of it. That is the recipe. I mean, we can link it, but it's like buy these ingredients and throw them together. It's like,
I love it.
That's the kind of easy meal I'm here for.
I agree.
I don't even have to grill it. Love it.
Well, and I think going back to our topic, having easy push buttons, like easy meals, different things, that only helps. Baby. Only helps the mental health of a mom.
And cantaloupes don't go bad too easy. Like you can keep one and it tastes great. You know, it's not finicky.
Yeah.
Which I need. You know, something with an avocado, it's like, oh, that's too dicey for me. I couldn't
go brown. It's going brown.
Mott's, prosciutto, it's like that's staying good forever in your fridge. So it's like you can really pull this off.
That's a good bring to a family event too, or a friend's dinner. Like that's a good, looks pretty.
Well, I brought it. We had like a 2nd grade mom's night. And I'm not a good cook. Like people were bringing elaborate things that were, thank you for doing your work because it was great. I ate it all and loved it all. Thank you for your very thoughtful, detailed appies. But I brought that. I thought it looked good enough. And I people were eating it. So anyways, fresh. Win-win.
It's fresh.
Summery.
Love it.
Okay.
Right. Well, that's a wrap today.
All right, Tan. Good to see you.
Lilas.
Oh, follow us. Rate us.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to follow us.
Don't forget. Share it with your group thread. Also, follow us on Instagram, Sage Sisters Podcast. We need more followers there. We're coming along.
And at Sage Parents. Continue to follow us there.
Please do that too. And sign up for the waitlist. SageHavenForKids.com. Get on that early access for the safer messaging app for kids coming out soon.
Now, Lilas.
Now it's real. Okay, bye.
Bye.